7:05, and this Sunday, August 17th, Peace Point, the animal sanctuary, will host a one-of-a-kind adoption event at Mother Teresa School in Atlantic Highlands from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Guests can meet adoptable animals, enjoy cruelty-free food from local vendors, and shop small and thrifted finds, and take part in activities like yoga, live music, CPR lessons, native plant Q&As, children's story hour, I should say, and free arts and crafts. Founded by artist and rescue dog mom Morgan Spicer, Peace Point's mission is to bring the community together through peace, kindness, and compassion for all beings. And a very good morning. Good to have you with us this morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so delighted to be here.
It's good to have you on, and I love your whole mission. I was a rescue dog dad for many years. My little baby died unfortunately a year ago, but she lived a very happy 13 and a half years. Little Penny, my Pomeranian, and it's where she was a
Oh,
thoroughbred puppy Pomeranian who was a rescue. So that's
oh
a
gosh.
rarity. But it
Yeah,
is so true that they know they're
yeah.
rescued.
Pomeranians are so cute. I actually have my little Pomeranian mix sitting right next to me today, who is actually from one of the rescues who's going to be joining us. So we're going to have
Yeah, I
five
was gonna
separate
say you gotta
rescues.
show us. You gotta show us. And,
Yes,
and what
yes.
what inspired you to start Peace Point, by the way? And how does your background as an illustrator influence the mission of Peace Point?
Well, I was super lucky to have parents who definitely wanted me to go to college. So we took a trip up to the Northeast and I visited a bunch of schools and I sat down with a professor who said to me, I was choosing between art and basically being a vet or an ethologist or biologist. And the vet looked at me and said, you don't necessarily have to have a degree in ethology or biology to have an animal sanctuary. So why don't you pursue art? And then someday the animals will come to you, which is what I did. So I did 55 children's books. I've done thousands of portraits of animals all across the globe. And now I'm finally doing what I really think I'm meant to do, which is work with Peace Point and kind of bring the community together under the love of nature and animals, like you so beautifully mentioned in your intro for me. So thank you so much. I want to shout out
Absolutely.
Humble Roots, who you guys had on your show not that long ago,
Hmm.
who is going to be serving up an amazing menu for everybody to come. So it's really, even if you're not looking to adopt an animal, we would still love for you to come and get together with the community, grab something to eat, shop small, and there is a thrift shop on the location. It's a beautiful property. I don't know if you're familiar with it. It's huge. It's a school and a thrift shop, and there's a back lot where we're going to have food trucks and bubbles and chalk and things for kids to do. And it's hopefully going to be a great day for people to come together and kind of just enjoy each other's company, get off the screens a little bit, is kind of the plan.
That's a good thing. And you know what? As a former
Yeah.
Catholic priest, I'm going to rename you here on the set. You are Mother Teresa. That is
Oh,
that. Oh, better yet. No, no, I'll give you one more than Mother Teresa. I rename you Saint Francis because the animals will
oh,
come to you. How about that? So
well, well,
I
that
love your
works
whole
really
mission.
well.
You have a
Thank you so
very
much.
some would say you have good Zen, and I would say as the Catholic side, I would say you exhibit love. You have very beautiful vibes of love and calm and peace and
Oh,
tranquility that you exude. So it's so nice to have
oh,
you on.
thank you.
Perfect for the morning.
Thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much. I
That's the
really
truth.
appreciate being here.
Certainly. And now this sounds like so much more fun. As you mentioned, it's more than just adoption. And why Atlantic Highlands though? Why was this the location for the gathering?
Well, I married a New Yorker, and he was never, ever, ever going to move to New Jersey until I brought him to Atlantic Highlands. And we took one look around town. We saw the movie theaters, Smod Castles, Atlantic Cinemas at the time, the C Street Ferry right there, right into Manhattan. And he was like, "Okay, you know what? I never thought I'd be a New Jerseyan, but I guess if it's Atlantic Highlands, I will move." So we ended
I'm
up
with you, by the
buying a
way.
home here, and we
Yeah.
just love the town. It's the jewel of the Bayshore, as we like to say, and it's
Yep.
great because you can come visit us for the day, and you can walk around the marina, you can visit the Strauss Mansion, you can go see a movie. There's a lot to do. It's a delightful little town, and we love it.
That's awesome. I was a lifer from Westchester County, and I moved to
Oh,
Florida when I came back. I'm from New Rochelle, and
oh,
when I
nice.
came back from living in Florida for 5 years full time, I still live there part time, but I came back from living there full time. And a friend of mine, I worked at Channel 7 for 20 years, but a friend of mine there said, "You
Nice.
really need to. It's easier to commute to Channel 7 because they were on the Upper West Side at the time." he said it's easier to commute in from New Jersey than from Westchester, because Westchester, you got to go all the way across from the east side of the West. Why don't you just come in from New Jersey? And he told me where to go. And it's exactly the area he's told me to go to. So I ended up settling in North Bergen, right on the water.
Nice.
And that was my first taste of New Jersey. And I have never moved out. I have been in New Jersey
Yeah,
since 2003,
I don't know why you
2004.
would leave. Yeah, my
Right.
husband's from Westchester as well, so I'd say, we've got a lot of good vibes here this morning.
Absolutely. Well, tell us more now about you have cruelty-free food vendors and local businesses participating. We touched on them a little bit. So talk about the
Yes.
Healthy Roots and the whole idea. Is it vegan or vegetarian, or tell us about
It's
their whole mission.
So Humble Roots is all vegan, and it's kind of a comfort food. I don't know if you can see the menu behind me. We've got some mac and cheese,
Nice.
cannolis. He makes the best cannolis in the whole world. And our what we really like to say is cruelty free, just because that really kind of embraces what we're going for, which is compassion for people and animals together. And we really wanted to create a space where you don't really have to think about whether things are bought from, something I feel like people
Something
these
that was
days are
alive.
very concerned. Well, yes, of course, but also the human aspect of it as well. So,
Hmm.
we're trying to kind of bring together a community of people who think about their purchases every single day. So it's not just the food, it's not just the clothes, it's where you're sourcing your materials. Are you shopping small and local? It's not just about animals. Like we really want to bring people together too. And having cruelty-free food, also known as vegan food, kind of makes it easier for people to enjoy themselves, to be adopting animals, to be learning about native plants, and to also be putting things in our body that are just as kind as the way that we would
You
like the
know,
atmosphere of the event to feel.
Morgan, you would appreciate my late grandma who lived to be 100, rest her soul. She used to say
Oh,
all the time,
wow.
you need to know how to do. She was from Italy and then went to Argentina and then to the United States. So she lived and she spoke like 7 languages and only had a second grade education. It was amazing.
Oh my
Amazing.
gosh. Wow.
Yeah, just she was just an inspiration like beyond. And she used to say, you need to know how to do everything yourself to appreciate the effort that others do. And it sort of falls
Yeah.
into the same concept of what you're talking about. So she taught me how to stitch. She taught me how to actually make fabric. She taught me how to
Wow.
garden. She taught me how to cook. And it's so funny how because she knew how to cook and she would take, we used to eat, some meat, but very little. But she used to talk about how, and to this day, by the way, I eat almost no meat. As I get older, I've lost the taste. But I also, from a moral perspective, I understand it and I respect it. I do respect
Oh,
it.
thank you. Oh, that's so great.
And then especially if you have pets, you look at them and you think, you know what? There, but for the grace of God, go I that. It wasn't a dog that humans decided was going to be our food. God forbid that it was going to be that poor cow. And if that's just why
Mhm.
farmers don't name their cows, because how do you name an animal and then kill it? I get it.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's from a good place that you all do this, and forgive me for misnaming the restaurant before. I think
Oh,
that's a
no
wonderful.
worries.
So it's good. There's a
It
place
is
for
humble
everybody.
roots, so I'm sure he wouldn't mind.
Yeah, we'll give him a little extra plug there too. Definitely.
Yeah,
How can
yeah.
people support Peace Point's work beyond attending the event? So what's your website so people can get more info?
Peacepoint.com, there's an E at the end of point, and you can
Mhm.
follow us on Instagram. At peace.point. And stay tuned because we really hope that someday this one day event turns into a physical location so that we would be able to have this space for people to come together and be a part of this community, adopt animals and eat cruelty free food and have it be an everyday thing for people to kind of come together and not necessarily have to spend a lot of money, just kind of like enjoy your community, kind of like a third space. So instead of having to just necessarily visit a park. Now you can kind of come to a location and be around your community and get back together. Because I do kind of feel like we've lost a little bit of that face to face time. Um,
Yeah.
and you mentioned being a priest, and this event is at a church property, and I do
Yes.
think that it's not necessarily about religion; it's kind of about
No.
spirituality and being together.
Right.
And I think that whatever we can do to bring that back into people's lives in this country would be really
Yeah,
nice.
just take the message. Take the message. You don't have to follow the rules as they're laid out if you understand what the end goal is, right? The end goal is this. If you get there, I'm telling you, we like to go via Main Street. You want to go via North Avenue, and you could still get there. That's the way to do it, right? And that's sort of the point.
Yeah.
So I
Every
love what you're
cruelty-free
doing.
meal is a win. Every time you sit down
I'm
to a
with you.
meal and you are cruelty free. That is a huge win, and it's a win for the
I must
animals.
confess, I have become, and I never used to be a pasta guy. I live like morning, noon, and night on pasta. My dad, who's from Italy, my dad is a pasta guy. He never used to eat pasta. We have eaten, and I hate that there's any animal protein in our lives, but there's versus what we used to eat years ago. And it's a combination
Well,
of
we hope
things. It's
you'll
not
join
only
us on August 17th. Maybe you'll come and you'll have
you know
some,
what? I would
Limburger's
it's my
pasta.
mother's birthday that weekend, or else I would.
Oh, happy
She's gonna be
birthday.
87. Yes, thank you, and I will pass that on, but it's I wanna make sure everybody knows, if especially if you're in that area, just stop by, support morally, if nothing else, the Peace Point adoption event, and you don't have to adopt. Go by and enjoy the people and the views and the animals and enjoy the Peace Point adoption event. It's this Sunday, August 17th at Mother Teresa School, Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Artist, rescue dog mom, and our new friend, Morgan Spicer. Thank you for joining us this morning. God bless you.
Thank you so
And
much.
oh, we
Thank
want to
you
see your
too.
Pomeranian. Where's your friend? Where's your little buddy?
Oh, Roscoe, come here, baby. Here he is.
Roscoe. I love it. Oh, that's
I know.
who's a good baby? Who's a
He's
good
very
baby?
cute.
Oh, he's a
Yeah, he's a
sweetie.
good
He
boy.
loves his
Thank you so
mommy too.
much.
He's a
It was
mama's boy.
Oh, yeah. Don't tell his dad. Have a wonderful morning. Thank you so
You as
much for
well.
your time. Bye.
Thank you, and good luck. All the best this weekend. May you have a permanent space very soon as well.
Thank you so much.
You bet. Have a great day, Morgan.